Roll call.
Counselor Matthew?
Here.
Counselor Larson?
Here.
Counselor Kuechly?
Here.
Mayor Swanson?
Here. Reports from department heads, public works, fire and ambulance.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Moving forward with the two I asked for permission on last time, John and Tracy. Everything came back, physicals came back, so we're gonna keep moving with them. So
Very good.
it's working out real well. Kind of a plus on the other side is myself and Dave Trill were down here at the hall late one evening and got approached by two more people in town and handed them applications. They came back later and asked for a third. So Diana, you're gonna be seeing some applications coming in.
Great.
That's
So some good stuff happening there.
Yeah.
Went over to Kinney City Council meeting oh gosh, when was that?
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday?
You and Diana.
Yep, went over there. We're gonna be getting went over and asked for a little bit of a donation to help with offset some of the stuff with the ambulance, going with the daytime call. Some of the other stuff, just a donation to help. You know, we don't
Right.
charge them, we don't plan on it, we're just trying to say, we were approached by a couple of people from the town over there and said, Kenny's, come over here, ask, it's gonna hurt. So we did.
They don't
Actually,
really have any ambulance service over in Kinney, do they?
no,
Yeah.
no. So went over there and just, you know, it was kind of nice just to talk to them a little bit and just tell them that we do have daytime coverage now, which has been doing fantastic. Very happy with that. And just kind of give them a heads up on what we were looking for. So sounds like they're gonna help us out a little bit. So I thought that went very well.
That's great.
So, and then the following next night, I went over and I was approached by Kenny Gray Scott Fire Department to come over to them. So I went over and talked to them a little bit, not only just, you know, here's what we're looking for, and they actually are gonna donate a little bit also, but they're getting some first responders interest over on their side. And, you know, helping us when we need to,
Sure.
you know, on our short staff days. So that was real good, and actually at the Kinney meeting, I had a tap on the shoulder and said, why didn't you come to my meeting last night? Kenny Great Scott. Or the Great Scott Township. So that's coming up August 1st, I believe. So we're gonna head over to that one and talk to them a little bit.
So far your coverage has been good here though for day shift then?
Phenomenal.
All right.
Really good. Things are working real well. I think I did report last time that one day we had the 3 calls in town.
Right.
Yes.
We had a 4th that night. So it's just, we're doing pretty good.
For coverage for those
Yeah.
calls, not on heavy calls.
That's good.
Yes, that's
So-
wonderful.
But any questions for me?
No?
Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate that the people you have over there, we do see them doing different odd jobs around the
Yes.
place. It's like they're not just sitting there waiting for the calls, they're actually being helpful.
They are. We do have some chores we have them doing throughout the day.
Yeah.
Different menial tasks that aren't covered in our normal caretaker duties. So they help quite a bit, and it's kind of nice going into your meeting room and it's all smells great and it's clean and
Yeah.
it's really it's a breath of fresh air. So
Well, good.
if nothing else, I'm done.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Ted.
Ted.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thanks for all you're doing. Engineering attorney, Todd, do you have anything or?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing, thanks.
Okay. Long range planning and zoning. Met
I
last
wasn't
week.
there, so.
Yeah, yeah. We'll be having the minutes from that meeting coming soon. So, and Recreation Board, we met last night just to go over the 4th of July events, which went off very well.
Very well.
And yeah, there's an item on the agenda for the upcoming event. Library Board meets Thursday night. Vita, end of the month.
Okay.
Sheriff,
No sheriff today either.
clerk's report.
I don't have too much to report. Ted touched on the fact that we met with the city council of Kinney to ask for a donation. I will be conducting election judge training on July 26th here for all of our election judges for the upcoming primary in general. And then the 15-mile-per-hour speed signs. We can't put 15-mile-per-hour speed signs on that road because the state sets speed limits. When Trent called the county to get them, the traffic engineer said you can't just change a speed limit. State statutes set all the speed limits for roads. So we can put up those signs that were donated.
Yes,
About
slow children.
caution.
Father Fred Method donated through the Rotary Club in Hibbing. They gave us 2 signs.
Am I mistaken? I thought that state deal was just a guideline that you could go by, but you had, as a municipality, you have a choice or a right to change some speed limit signs if you want, because you go to all these other towns and you see it varies from 30 miles an hour down to 15, 20 miles an hour.
You can, if it's private, like parking lots and stuff like that, you can have different ones, but according to the traffic engineer at the county, we can't. And I did look up the state statute, and it does give the speed limit for all the different roads in the state, and the commissioner can change it, so we could ask the commissioner.
I am surprised that Sergeant Tar would point us in that direction and encourage us to do that. If it's not lawful to do so, I would have thought he would have known that. That's too bad, but.
So I'm gonna contact the state.
Yes, we've already invested the money in the signs, so now we can see if we can go ahead and put signs up in our town.
I thought there's some circumstances where you could, like playground areas, where you could put up a 15-mile-an-hour sign.
Well, this isn't a playground, it's a city street.
Yeah, but the other street is, I mean, maybe we.
Right, but that's in our park. It's in our park.
Yeah.
Where we have the 10-mile-an-hour.
Those, you know.
Well, yeah, we already have those up, but then it's in our park and on our property, so.
Right.
Okay.
So just a heads up that I'll be contacting the state.
Okay.
All right. Citizens Forum? Full council additions to the agenda. Do we have any additions that we want to add?
If I could, I'd like to add, maybe we could talk about the potholes by the old car wash on Pennsylvania.
Okay.
On the main road?
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, Citizens Forum. Consent agenda minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting of July 5th.
Support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Claims?
Make a motion to accept total claims of $143,670.70.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Business, A&B Warehouse, Bill Troutwine, discussion.
We're still planning on getting the thing done by the end of the year, but we ran it, I can give you all kinds of reasons why it's been delayed. It has. The biggest problem is that we were looking at a masonry building, and we had estimated somewhere in the neighborhood of $1.5 million to $1.7 million, and everything we got back turned into about $2.5 million project, and we just couldn't pay for it. So we've gone to a metal building. We've got about $200,000 committed that we've already paid for, like architecture, benchmark engineering. We bought the dispensers. We just ordered all the petroleum equipment. We had to put in $65,000 upfront money for that. And then we've ordered $142,000 worth of cooling equipment. So it's not, I mean, it's gonna get done. The problem we've run into, and we didn't realize this, is, I'm not sure I completely understand it, but the bank tells us that we cannot start on that until the,
Appraiser.
what is it?
It's got a title, they gotta get it appraised for the title.
It's got to be appraised and the title insurance and everything. We thought we would be able to start on the construction, the earthwork and stuff like that, come to the city and get a permit to at least get started on that. The banks told us we don't dare start on that. They won't be able to finance it because of title insurance. So we're kind of playing with that thing, and the thing that comes up now is the deadline, and I believe it's December 31st, we have to be in business.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the title people will tell the bank it's okay, because if we run into something beyond our control, we're not gonna be able to do it. I mean, we can't do it without the financing. So I guess I'm bringing up today, I would rather not at the meeting, we're pretty well committed with the contractor. I'd rather not make it public right now. But I can have somebody call and confirm it with somebody so that you know I'm not blowing smoke here. And we've got the electrical lined up. We're waiting on a couple of quotes back for the dirt work and the asphalt and all that stuff. But what I guess I'm requesting, is it possible to change that deed to read something other than be completed and completely completed by the end of the year? I don't know what it takes to do that. I would assume I know it takes the city's council's action, but from an attorney's standpoint, I don't know whether they have to redo the deed or if you can amend the deed or what we can do. And,
Did you say you're having trouble with the title?
not with the title, with the title insurance, from the construction standpoint.
Why is that such a hassle?
The bank won't loan us the money without it.
I mean, it should have been done a long time ago.
Well, I didn't know how much. I don't disagree. I mean, we ran into a lot of problems. One thing that has come up in our industry and is all these dispensers, these new dispensers, seeing all the point of sale stuff. The credit card business is driving that. I don't know what the deadline is now. They keep moving it out. But at some point in the next year or so, maybe a year or 24 months.
October of 2017 for outside, and it was October of this year for the inside.
We won't be able to take credit cards through Visa, MasterCard, and American Express if we don't have updated equipment. There's a lot of people out there that aren't going to be in compliance. That's why the deadline's changed. We had to buy 54 dispensers and about 20 point of sales starting in 2016, which we didn't anticipate, and it's cost us about $1.5 million. So we kind of been up against that, trying to get that completed, which we've done. We can handle that now. So we just kind of, we backed this off a little bit, and now we've gotten ourselves in a position where I can anticipate starting within, I'm going to say 45 days. But if we run into a bad winter, I might be in business, but I'm not sure I'd be in compliance with the deed.
I'm sure you can appreciate the frustration of the city with all the years that property has been on hold for a possible gas station that you wanted to do there off and on through the years.
Well,
and it's a beautiful marketable piece of property that we've never tried marketing because it's been held up with the intent that you would build, and it hasn't happened for so many years that there's a level of frustration that
I understand.
I just don't know, how much longer we want to put it out there. or
Well,
if we want to.
we've committed almost $500,000. I mean, we paid out almost $180,000.
But if you'd have started this last year, you'd be well on your way to completion long before the end of this year. There was plenty of time to do it. And
Are you looking, Phil, at about a date of September 1st as far as for starting construction?
Roughly.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
And actually for construction of a building of that source, and plus putting in your tanks and all that kind of stuff, within a month and a half's time, that should be up and running.
It should.
Because you're not running into winter.
That's what we think, but we're.
I'm saying, I think I can get it done. What I'm saying is, I'm not sure I can get the financing approved because of that deadline out there. And our good faith, or our commitment, or to telling you that I'm gonna do it, it's already got $400,000 committed to this thing.
Okay, you know what we would appreciate, it would help your situation greatly here. Could you have that bank contact Diana here,
Sure.
contact City Hall, explain the situation, exactly what's going on, so everybody's on board with this.
Okay.
And then if the bank, whatever they kind of say, and then it gets relayed back to us.
It's through American Bank, so it's.
Well, I
It's
mean,
American Bank.
we would want contact, wouldn't we, from that bank, just to hear what's going
right,
on.
well, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean,
No, we could do that pretty quick.
I understand their frustration.
We can have it
Right,
done.
and the thing is if there was an issue with this, why wasn't City Hall contacted and it remedied before this? Is this
Yeah,
well,
something,
This is, yeah.
I have something for you. It wasn't. I mean, it seemed like we ran up, everything would be okay, and then, we're on the verge of getting going, and then we thought we had all this thing set up, and the cost ended up so high, it just kind of flourished, and I was ready to throw in the towel, and then we came back and redid it with a metal building, and saved, which is also quicker. But we could have the thing up. They told us the throwing equipment and everything can be in 5 weeks. And the building, a metal building and everything. I've got the permit for the driveway.
You could do the job and show it. I think before we make any kind of real decision on this, Phil, we're gonna have to have, hear from the bank, and we're gonna have to have, by next meeting, maybe we can make a decision.
What's the next meeting, 2 weeks?
August.
August 2nd.
August 2nd.
I think we can,
But we're gonna have to talk also with our attorney and get our ducks in a row here.
I mean, right now, what we're looking at is just getting this title insurance taken care of. But that part of it, they won't go along with?
I don't know.
With
I don't
your
know
date
that
out
at all.
there? Because if they will, then I think that we should just move ahead.
if they will, there's no problem. I'm not afraid. We're gonna go ahead and do it.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I can't get the financing, I just don't have that
Right.
kind of money.
The issue really was more how long it would take. When we spoke with the bank, it was, 3, 4, 5 weeks.
This is my son, Russ.
That's where it kind of floored us, where, okay, it's gonna take this long to, and they said, you can't even do it, because our whole plan was, well, we'll do this, we would pay out of pocket just to get the earthwork and get going as far as preparing the site right away. And the bank told us, you can't do that until we go out and officially and they're going through using FI Salter out of Duluth to do the appraisal and the title work. You can't do anything to the site, and that's where it's like, where we ran into this. I don't think it's gonna, that puts us out towards the end of August. We don't think it's gonna be an issue. Our whole question is, if something happens or something out of our control, we don't see it being an issue with the bank financing. The bank has told us it shouldn't be an issue, as far as the projections we've got on there. It's just if something, the reason we came here, if something happens where for some reason it doesn't, then we're, the building, what is I think the deed says we have to be open and running by
Has to be
December 30th.
complete, yeah.
Complete.
So what?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's just, I'm not sure it is an issue.
Right,
But I'm-
right.
She called, Dan called, and I was gonna come to the meeting anyway, so the timing worked pretty good as far as coming here and explaining a possible dilemma. Now, it may be such that
It may go quick.
whoever the title people say, oh, don't pay any attention to that clause.
Yeah.
But I wanted to inform you before I found out from them they did, then we're down the road another month. So,
Another thing that might help the cause also, and if you had to turn over to the city of Buhl for our satisfaction, proof of expenditure, that you've put this money into it already.
Yeah, we can do that.
I can, yeah, it's either, some of it we've committed to and some of it we've spent. I kind of broke it down,
I can give copies of the checks and
Okay.
and I can give you,
that's not a problem.
That would help the cause.
yeah, we're not, if we get a normal winter and we get an agreeable bank, we'll have a business.
So what's the bank looking for as far as a time?
Again, time, I think they're pretty much ready to say, go ahead, they're waiting for the appraisers.
But it sounded like the bank had a problem with the deadline of December 31st.
No, they might have a problem, is what I'm saying.
So we don't
Picture
really know.
yourself as some guy that's gonna guarantee that loan, and there's this little thing out here that says, if this thing isn't in business by December 31st, it all goes back to the city. Well, I'm not gonna give this guy
I
a couple
understand.
$1 million if we have whatever can happen.
You're 2 weeks away from opening and it's,
Yeah,
Yeah, but that would really help the cause though if we could see a proof of expenditures and also have that bank contact City Hall here and ask them if there's a problem, so we could talk with them.
So we'll move ahead and table this to our next
Okay,
meeting
yes, that's
and we'll
good.
address
All
it.
right.
Madam President?
Yes.
I think probably we should ask the question, which is, how long of an extension, if needed, is the Troutwines Enterprise asking for? And secondly, I think if we're gonna get some sort of proof of expenditures, then maybe we should be talking about getting proof of commitments of the $500,000 as well. There's $180K that's been paid and commitments, and I don't know what commitments means. And so if there have been commitments for the other $500,000.
signed contract.
Yeah, something to that nature. But the real question, Phil, is how long are you looking for if the council were to consider?
The bank has to answer that question. I'm not.
Okay, all right.
I'm not looking for anything. The bank,
Yeah, fair
the bank doesn't come, when the bank says go, we're done. I mean, we're going.
Right.
The only thing we're waiting for right now is this, the bank says that we can't start, and you probably understand better than that, we didn't work with that. We can't start until the title insurance is in. People say it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
What liens on it.
I'm not sure what the differentiation is being made or how what you're being told between title insurance and the title itself, because the title is either insurable or it's not insurable, marketable versus non-marketable. And so, yes, I understand what the bank is saying to you as far as, whether or not they're willing to extend the credit.
We've got the permit for the driveway from the county, so we get a 70-foot driveway in there. Which,
Okay, well,
Okay.
if we could have that
I'll
other
get all that,
information
yeah.
before the next meeting,
yeah,
that'd be very much appreciated. That would help the cause, very much so.
we're likely we might be started by then, but
Right.
I don't need you. Okay.
Good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
5-year capital improvement plan.
Yes.
This was something that we had John Jack.
Mayor Swanson, I'm sorry. We need a motion to table.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll make a motion that we table the C&B warehouse situation until next meeting. Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Okay, our 5-year capital improvement plan. that was brought up at our long-range planning and zoning commission. It needed to be approved and recommends that the council approve the plan.
I'll make a motion that we approve the long-range planning and zoning 5-year capital improvement plan.
Support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. All right, insurance renewal. Time of year.
I know.
We actually see a decrease of
I know.
3.3%. What's up with that?
I don't know, but we're gonna take it.
That's good, yeah.
I'll make a motion, we go with the 2016, 2017 insurance renewal.
Support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Application for a temporary liquor license. The Curling Club is requesting a temporary liquor license for September 17th, the Deer Hunters Banquet.
Gee, you've never seen this before.
Yeah, I know. What do you guys think? Do I let them?
I'll make a motion that we allow the Curling Club and Deer Hunters Association to have liquor license for the date of September 17th.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Parks and Recs is planning on its beach blast event. We are requesting $300. That's what's been budgeted in the past years. And if it's like our 4th of July event where we requested $300, we turned almost half of it back in, so.
What's the date on that?
I think.
It's actually gonna be on August 4th this year.
Okay,
It's
now that-
usually the last Thursday of July, but this year it's going to be the first
It's gonna
Thursday
be on
in
a
August.
weekday. Okay.
Well, Thursdays, but instead of the end of July, it'll be the first in August.
Because we got that bike deal starting too.
Yes.
That's August 6th.
August 6th.
Okay, right after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so lots of excitement going on at our pit out at Stubbler Beach.
That's good.
Can I have a motion?
I'll make them, well,
Go ahead. I'll make a motion
Yeah.
to give 300 for the beach blasts.
support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Transfer of funds. Yeah, during our working session, our auditor did suggest that we clean up some of these accounts. This will just clean up our books and give us a truer, accurate read on where we're at with our finances.
Where did it get transferred to?
To Fund 415, the Industrial Park Project, Fund 417, State
Oh, that's the
Edition.
transfer numbers,
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you need individual motion on each one?
No.
Okay, I'll make a motion that all aforementioned funds do a transfer to the new fund numbers.
Support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. All right, and now you want to discuss some potholes, huh?
Yeah, I had a complaint, and I know we've had complaints about the city fixing the potholes.
Is there a couple
Along the
parking
shoulder.
lot? Yeah, there's a couple of monsters.
And now I've had complaints to the opposite, that it's not being taken care of. So I think Diana was going to contact the county, because it is a county.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
See if we could get them to do something, but in the event, and I guess we don't need to let it go too long to have an answer, but I was wondering if I could donate like some recycle material, which may hold up better than class 5 in there. That if I donated, I think I could maybe take 4 yards. If our city employees could place it.
In the
And level it,
potholes? And
yes.
You would donate the fill and they can donate their time for,
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that, you know, as long as they have the time, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I could coordinate it with.
if the county
with
will do it
Trent.
in a timely manner, yes.
Sure. I mean, I think right now, I think that agreement with the county stands that we take care of winter and they take care of the summertime on there if there's patchwork or if there's something to do.
Yeah, I thought there was some type of agreement that was there.
Nothing
I'm not
into
sure,
that. Yeah,
Yep, but I'll be calling them.
okay.
Excellent.
That's very generous offer, thank you,
Yeah,
Paul.
thank you, Paul.
It'll be good to get that fixed up one way or the other.
Yeah, we all go through them and I understand.
Yeah, they're not
everybody in
fun.
town goes.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to allow Park Erie to make a donation of some recycled material to fill in potholes by the shortcut.
Support.
Is that going to be if the
done
county,
yet.
if the county
Yeah.
doesn't follow through in a timely manner? And I don't know what a timely manner would be, how much
I
time?
would say Wednesday.
I knew that was coming.
Well said.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. This meeting is adjourned.